Hi Gemini, Amanda here. Thanks for tuning in for your June 2019 reading. It's your birthday month, all right? Happy Gemini season. This is your season. Hope it's going well so far. I'm going to give you a little bit extra in this reading today in honor of Gemini season. Plus we got extra roses here, so I just did it up for y'all. I'm going to do my typical spread, which is what we are holding space for in your heart right now, what you are being asked to release in the month of June, what you are calling in the month of June, what action you can take towards that invitation that you're calling into your life, and what action Spirit is taking on your behalf to further this process. After we do that reading, I'm then going to take a card from the very special El Goliath tarot deck. Right, this is a very beautiful deck that has the typical tarot cards in very unique artistic renditions, as well as some extra cards thrown in there. And I will likely read a little bit from the book that the artist prepared along with that. So you'll get a little extra special message since it's your season. All right, let's get started. Gemini for June 2019. Gemini season. Okay. What are we holding space for Gemini? What are we holding space for right now? Okay. You saw that? Seven of Swords went flying. Okay, so there's some sort of tough situation here. Tough situation. This could be some fear that you're experiencing. Sometimes with this card, it's like this person is carrying so many swords. So it can be just that something in your life is creating quite a burden for you right now. And you're feeling like you have just a heavy load, a heavy mental load maybe. Sometimes it can be sort of taking the route of fear. So this person is, I don't know, I'm not feeling that actually. The more I look at this, it kind of just feels like a heavy, it's not the typical interpretation I would go with this card, but it feels like those swords are really heavy to carry for Gemini. We'll take some clarity on that, but let's lay the rest of the spread here. I just saw the Tower on the bottom of the deck, so there may be something pretty major changing in your life at this moment. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else the spread has for you here. What is Gemini releasing in the month of June? What is Gemini releasing in the month of June? Cards flying at me. Gosh, more swords. All right, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is usually a feeling of internal conflict. This is sort of the battle that you wage with yourself. There's these two swords crossed right down the center, and that reminds me very much of the Two of Swords that sort of stuck between two choices energy. And it looks like whoever it is in this deck made a choice, and now they're kind of picking up the pieces of whatever that choice entailed. It also sticks out to me that you can see there's two people walking away in the background. So something just happened and things are leaving, and whoever's here is really picking up the pieces. There's this one sword that is stuck right in the ground, upright. I think that is significant. This sort of feels like the truth of this situation amongst all of these other swords. There is that one truth that really is the heart of the matter here. So you got a lot of swords in your heart. You're being asked to release some sort of conflict, either within yourself or with other people, that is now causing you to pick up the pieces and move on. Again, we're going to take clarity for you, Gemini. I already felt that before this reading started. So that's congruent for sure. What is Gemini inviting in the month of June? What are you inviting in? What's coming your way in the month of June? Whoa. All right, we got 2 cards. Yay. Page of Wands. Ooh, extra yay. King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some sort of career endeavor that's happening for you that's coming in the month of June. I just thought maybe for a second that I said the month of May. Did I say the month of May? I mean the month of June. Unless that's important for some folks. Maybe this process, very likely that this process was started in the month of May. It's kind of how things work. But the Page of Wands is a creative flame. This flame gets lit up within you and you're ready to go on this new adventure. It's often a creative endeavor, certainly something that you're passionate about, and it's a new start. It's a new start in terms of what feeds your soul, what feeds that fire that burns, that passion that drives you forward. It's a new beginning here with this page and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone that is fully embodied in who they are, what they want, and they walk through the world with that energy, carrying that energy with them. And specifically with the Pentacle suit, we're dealing with money, we're dealing with material things. We're also dealing with the work that you are called to do in this life. So it's not all about money, really, and material wealth. It's about your vocation, what your soul is calling you, the work your soul is calling you to do here. And the King of Pentacles knows who they are and they know what that work is. And they know that that work is very intrinsically tied to an authentic expression of themselves. All right, so you are inviting this in the month of June. It looks like something new is happening in the work that you are doing in your life. It looks like maybe it's just finally getting underway. Finally, you can start to begin after some emotional, mental battles here with the 5 and 7 of Swords. Okay. What action can Gemini take in the month of June to help this invitation along? What's the action for Gemini in the month of June? What's the action for Gemini in the month of June? What's the action? Wow. You get all the cards because it's your birthday. Okay. Okay. We've got the 4 of Swords, first and foremost. Rest and recoup, because if you are holding space right now for the 7 of Swords, which is some tough energy, and you are releasing the 5 of Swords, also tough energy, you're going to need that 4, that moment to rest, recover, heal from whatever has been going on. Okay, that's action number 1 to take. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is that new opportunity likely to do with career. But the Ace of Pentacles, I don't know, actually. For some of you, this could be a love relationship because we also got the 6 of Cups. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning. It's an offering of potential in career, in love, in personal growth, in whatever it is, all right? But it's a seed that's being handed to you with the potential to grow. And since it came out with this 6 of Cups, which is such a lovely connective energy. So the connection between the two people in the 6 of Cups is something that feels very it's a soul connection. This is something where the two of you feel really at ease with one another. This could be someone that you've been with for a long time. This could be someone you're returning to from your past, or just someone that you have a lot of history with, or it feels like you have history. It's like when you met each other, it feels like you've always known each other. It's that sort of connection. The depiction here is two children. So the way I interpret that is this feeling of having known each other your whole lives. And there is so much abundance here with these 6 cups. There is flowers growing out of all of them. So this connection has some sort of new start, some sort of new potential regarding this connection. Maybe this is someone currently in your life, or maybe this is someone returning to your life from your past. But whatever this is with this connection, there's a new opportunity here. There's a new opportunity. So part of this action, maybe while you are in this rest mode, you are thinking about what is the potential with this relationship. As you rest and recover from all these swords and you're looking forward to this new career coming through, take some time to rest, take some time to recover, and think about what this relationship really needs in order to grow, in order to move from just potential and into all of the fullness of its flowering, all of the fullness that it currently contains in this potential energy. All right, so that's going to be for some of you. That's definitely going to be for some of you. But rest, recover from the swords, see what comes next. All right, what is spirit, divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it? What is Spirit doing for Gemini in the month of June? What's happening behind the scenes? Yeah. 6 of Swords. There's a real sense of moving on here. There's a real sense of transitioning from these rough waters of the 5 and 7 of Swords, transitioning away from those rough waters. Get on the boat towards a new shore. Get on the boat towards calmer waters. And for some of you, this could mean literal travel, that you are literally going to new shores, especially with the feeling of new career opportunities. That may mean going to a whole new frontier for many of you. But regardless, you need to move towards calmer waters from the tough energies of this 5 and 7. It's time to rest and then get on the boat. Get on the boat to a new opportunity. And again, for some of you, that really is a new opportunity in love. Either a reunion with someone or starting something new with someone that you feel like you've known your whole life. Okay. Get on the boat. Getting on the boat to safety here. All right, let's take a little bit of clarity using the Cosmic Tarot. Cosmic Tarot. Clarity for Gemini regarding this. First, regarding the 5 of Swords. First, let's pull it down here. First, some clarity regarding the 5 of Swords for Gemini. Clarity for Gemini regarding the 5 of Swords. Whoa, flipped right over. Okay, interesting. We have the 6 of Wands here. This card is usually representing some sort of victory. It might be a temporary victory, but it's definitely a very proud moment of victory. And sometimes the interpretation of the 5 of Swords is victory, but at what cost? Okay, so it's like you won the battle, but you've lost these other people who are walking away. So great. You won whatever this victory is. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because you won. You've got all of these swords, and you've got a sword that is very much representing a core truth of the situation here. So whatever this battle is, you won, but at what cost? Maybe you lost something else in the process. Maybe you lost something else in the process here. Let's take one more card of clarity on the Five of Swords. One more clarity card for the Five of Swords. Okay, maybe two. Prince of Cups. Oh gosh, we got a bunch that flipped over here. This always happens. All right, for whoever I'm picking up on here with this Five of Swords, it actually really feels like a temporary setback. It's really a temporary setback. The energy of this is not super deep. It's not super intense. It's like, yeah, there was some sort of fight, but there is a victory here of some sort, however bittersweet. I do believe it has to do with love or some sort of expression of love, or maybe just like really passionate feelings around love, around a relationship. And then we have this here, this little trifecta. We've got the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles reversed again. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is really important for you in this reading since we're seeing it twice. And the Ten of Cups. So with this, I'm seeing that there's something about understanding who you are in the world and venturing forth, especially in terms of your career, based on who you are, that you've been trying to build. You've been trying to build something, trying to make something work. There's maybe a little bit of tension between like who you really are and what you are meant to do here with your work and this love relationship and the feelings that you have for this person. So that could be the battle of tension. That could be the tension that's happening here. And it seems to me like you feel like you are losing the love relationship in favor of the King of Pentacles relationship, because we have this Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups is like ultimate joy, happiness, everything you want, and of course everything you want. It's not some sort of promised land, you know, it's really just like the desires of your heart that are available to you, usually right here, right now, in this moment. Sometimes we can't see that, but the desires of your heart, especially regarding love and emotions and connection, are all right here. But this person looks really sad. It's like the desires of their heart are all around them, but they're kind of bummed. They're looking a little depressed. They've got this veil over their head, so they can't even see the abundance that's all around them. So I'm getting that you're feeling like you have to make this choice between love and career. And you are like feeling like it has to be one or the other, and that you are choosing career, and that victory comes at a price for you. And you think that means that you have to lose this love. But that is not true. That's not true. Okay, so either there's a new relationship coming in for some of you, or coming back into your life for some of you, or it's actually just a new direction. There's a new seed being planted, or another seed being planted for this relationship that's just taking you in a new direction. You know, we always think we have to choose when it comes to love or career, love or career. Why do we have to choose? No way. The romantic connections and the connections with other people in your life that's right for you will be congruent with your career, will align with your career. You don't have to choose. All right, Gemini, you don't have to choose. Let's get a little bit of clarity on the Seven of Swords. Whoa, if I can shuffle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interesting. Too many cards on the board here. Okay. Clarity on the Seven of Swords for Gemini. For what we are currently holding space for in Gemini's heart. What's this Seven of Swords? Spirit, what's this Seven of Swords? All right, again. Seven of Cups, confusion. There's a love relationship being shown in the back here. So confusion around a love relationship, congruent with what we've got before. The Queen of Pentacles. This could embody the person that you are feel in love with, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is very much a caretaking energy. This is someone that is incredibly practical. This is an earth sign, maybe. But a very grounded, practical person that's incredibly loving, incredibly caretaking. Someone that is a natural helper, a natural, maybe even healer. And so this person is really stable, practical, grounded, loving, nurturing, very nurturing. And this is your confusion. If that's not resonating with your person, maybe this is you. Really loving, nurturing, grounded energy. So confusion around this energy, and then judgment. There's an awakening here. So the Seven of Swords feels like after you pick up the pieces of these 5 swords and you've got this sort of like bittersweet victory, now you're just like taking all your swords and you're going and okay, it's really sticking out to me now, the 2 swords that this person is not carrying, that they're leaving behind. So Gemini, whoever I'm picking up on here, you really are convinced that you have to leave this relationship behind in order to take the swords that you won, you know, with your victory and move forward towards your career. And you're feeling super torn and confused and overwhelmed by that. But there's a reawakening coming. This card is Judgment. It's like Judgment Day. It's like rising up from the dead. There's a second chance here. There's a total second chance with this relationship. It is not over. It's not over, Gemini. Okay. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, this is so exciting. It's not over. You think it's over, it's not. Right? Now, unless, of course, this is some sort of, this is not a situation that's good for you, then obviously you know what's best and you need to leave things that aren't right for you. But that's not the specific energy for whoever this is I'm picking up on. That is not the specific energy I'm picking up on here. I don't think this is a bad situation at all. I think this is a really loving, stable, nurturing connection. And after some time of like rest and healing from what has felt like some sort of choice or some sort of battle, you're going to start your career. It's going to go off in the direction that is absolutely right for you and that you are very passionate about, but you are not losing this relationship. You are also, that direction is just planting a new seed for this relationship. So beautiful. And again, Spirit has got this boat for you, that they are guiding you in the direction of calm waters, in the direction that's right for you, in the direction that is safe and harmonious and great for you. And for many of you, that is a literal new horizon. Nice reading, Gemini. Really, really, really cool. Very cool. Okay, I want to take a card from this El Goliath Tarot deck for you. It's a pretty intense deck. Sometimes in this work, people talk about shadow work, or they talk about, they're talking about shadow self or shadow work. All that really means is going below the surface of yourself, the way that you identify yourself, and going to the parts that are a little harder for you to face or a little harder for you to look at. That's shadow work. That's all that shadow work means to me. And so this deck really looks at that kind of energy. And so I want to pull a card from here and see what deeper wisdom El Goliath deck has for you to dive into. And I'm going to shuffle if y'all don't mind. Actually, yeah, I'll just do it on top of these cards here. I was just trying to see if it needs to be independent of this situation. Something just really for you. I'm thinking that it does. I'm thinking that it actually does. So I'm just going to take all of these cards and move them out of your view for a moment. Okay, and we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this in the forefront here. Don't mind my stomach growling. All right. I'm sure you're getting a glimpse here. You can already see the beautiful artwork on this card. The Determined Otter, by the way. That's who you're looking at here, the Determined Otter right at the bottom of the deck for you. Interesting. That seems right. That definitely seems right, Gemini. These are big cards. To stop there, and I'm supposed to take this one right up the top. Yeah. Okay, Six of Swords again. That is really potent energy for you. The King of Pentacles came up twice, and now the Six of Swords is coming up twice. So I love the art on this card. It is moving away from all the swords, all the fieriness, all the wildness, all the storms, all the turbulent waters, taking the eggs in the basket and flying them to safety. So again, you don't, these eggs that you've been nurturing, this relationship you've been nurturing, in this card, you don't have to leave it. You don't have to leave it behind on this troubled shore. You get to take it with you. You just got to find more stable ground. More stable ground to actually nurture this and grow this seed, this potential. Six of Swords. I think I'm going to take 2 more cards. Two of Wands. And the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands again. Wow. Yeah, this is a major new direction for you. Two of Wands. The lightning struck antenna. This is like major power coming in for you. Maybe with this decision, you know, the two of Wands can be a decision that you're making. You're sort of standing at the threshold of your world, looking out to see what you're supposed to do here, what direction you're supposed to go in. Whatever direction gives you the most empowerment, that's the direction that you need to go in. And I'm feeling with this reading that we've been working with, this choice, this feeling like you have to choose between love and career. I don't think so. There's a lightning strike coming that's going to, aha moment, that's going to help you see that both are giving you power. That's what I'm seeing for you in this card. Both are giving you power. So you're gonna start to see there's some sort of like strike, lightning strike that's gonna happen for you. And you know, it's Gemini season, so the ideas are certainly flowing. There could be an idea coming your way and a realization that you have that makes you see that both give you power. Okay. And this is for someone, this is really for someone or maybe a few people specifically that I'm picking up on here. The Page of Wands, the Moonscaped Messenger. So again, you pulled the Page of Wands before here. This is a passionate new direction. Somebody that is willing to take a big leap for what they are passionate about. Very creative. The Moonscaped Messenger. I like this card because actually, you know, I said I would read a little thing for you, and I'm going to. Let's find it here. Wands, wands, wands. Okay. When you see the Page of Wands, it is much like a breath of fresh, clean mountain air. Nature, I saw nature with that pine cone as we were shuffling the deck, okay? So maybe some of you need to go to nature here, or you're going to go to nature, and there's going to be a message there for you. We see here a pigeon flying at night towards the moon. Pigeon energy is very much connected to their ability, speed, and altitude. They are often seen as carriers of information from one place to another. So maybe it's like I'm feeling like sending the carrier pigeon, you know, back and forth between you, communicating the messages maybe to the person you love. Pigeons, much like the dove, can represent love and sacrifice. Wow. If this isn't your reading, this is nuts. They are tough birds that can fly very far. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay. It was amazing. We do not often see a lot of birds flying into the night, but this one, Page of Wands, dares to. She's unafraid of night attacks, and she has important messages to carry. If you have drawn this card, it indicates that you work strongly with communication and data, and you have to push through many roadblocks on a daily basis. The Page of Wands is a gentle yet strong card that is also connected to the inner boundless energy of a child. The Page of Wands is heavily connected to the energy of the numerical value of 0 and the Fool representing new beginnings, new adventures. Yeah, hell yeah, that's what we're talking about here. She is full of passion for life, but can sometimes be unaware of the pitfalls and traps of this world and is sometimes a little too naive in her approach and risk-taking. She comes and goes as she pleases, is highly flexible in change. In fact, this card is also about being more flexible and open to change, new ideas, and new beginnings. This energy could also communicate that you have some unexpressed creative energy that needs to come out, and you are getting restless and frustrated about feeling repressed. The Page of Wands is a free spirit and needs to be out in wide open spaces. All right, this is great. So this new direction, yes, you can have both. You're taking this with you to this new land, wherever you are going. And flexibility is the name of the game here. You are not afraid of the sacrifice that it takes to salvage this and move into new territory. And you are willing to fly by night. You are willing to fly by night to carry the messages, maybe to your love, maybe to this person that you thought you had to make a choice to leave behind. Perhaps not. Wow. Oh man, Gemini, what a beautiful reading. Okay, and I'm also realizing here that the page of, in what you are inviting in the month of June, the Page of Wands and the King of Pentacles came out together. And wasn't that this whole thing I've been saying, this whole reading is that you can have both. So to me, this is like suddenly representing the passion that you have in your relationship. And this is you walking authentically towards your career, towards the work that you want to do here in the world. They came out together. You are inviting both of them in, and you do not have to sacrifice one for the other. There are sacrifices being made in order to have both. That's always the case. But you don't have to sacrifice one to have the other. You get to have both, my friends. Because it's your season. It's your birthday. You get whatever you want. All right, Geminis, thank you so much for joining me in this June reading. If this resonated with you and you liked what you heard, go ahead and click that like button so the message can get out to other folks that might need it. And make sure you subscribe so that you can check back in mid-June and see how the situation is going. Take care. Happy birthday. Later.